Hello everyone, so today I'd like to talk about my connection to KaliMa and what she does. Now I consider KaliMa my divine mother. A mother that is both goddess, warrior, and really the guide in my life towards moksha, liberation, enlightenment, and the conquering of fears and desires, but also allowing me to do this in others. To whatever extent I have progressed, I try to share it with other people. Now, as I progress along my path, I find that the connection to KaliMa along my spine increases. The ability for me to open my spine and allow energy from the divine to flood in has increased with my connection to KaliMa. All I have to do is to look to my third eye, close my eyes, look to my third eye, and they can be half closed as well, and then just straighten my posture and fixate my gaze upon the light of the Divine Mother KaliMa within my third eye. That I've practiced quite a bit, and over time I've been able to just conjure not just the image, but the feeling of the Divine Mother opening her light to me, and it floods through my spine, starting with the very top of my crown, the crown of the head, and it floods into my spine, and I can feel myself revitalized. Without a connection to a god, to a goddess, without a consistent spiritual practice, it is very difficult to find the ability to attune oneself to that which is beyond this world, that which is transcendent, that which is beyond the normal world that we human beings are so acclimated to from our birth. The Divine Mother KaliMa may seem terrifying. She may look like a demon, but I assure you, she is anything but. The Divine Mother KaliMa is not a demon because she is the warrior which vanquishes demons. Now, all demons begin within. The link that a demon follows into our lives begins within our own decisions. We make these decisions within. We make these decisions as individuals, given free choice by the universe. Now, people have called me a Vedantist or somebody who follows Vedanta because of my belief in the connection to the universe. But I started to realize over time that it was because of my connection to the Divine Mother KaliMa, because I focused on her, because I found myself drawn to her, that I started to see my place as a child in this universe, as fellow seeker to every being who wishes to purify themselves of desire and fear, and the need to only sanctify their ego, because that's what most people do in this material universe. Now I'd like to read to you from the book 24 Aspects of Mother Kali by Babaji Bob Kindler. This is what it looks like. You can order it on Amazon and any other place you can order books, or you can go find it in a bookstore. This is basically the image that you look for, and look for the 24 aspects of Mother Kali. Now, I usually focus on KaliMa, but this describes many aspects of Kali. Of course, looking at her as the Divine Mother ultimately. And Sri Ramakrishna is basically the guru that inspired a lot of this work. Now, the four arms of Goddess Kali: Varada Mudra, the gift of immortal life; Abhaya Mudra, fear's greatest fear; Sword of wisdom, the separator that unifies; Severed head, the demise of ignorance. A tremendous amount of Mother Kali's abundant life-transforming force is represented by her four lovely yet powerful arms. Now, KaliMa is often shown as having more arms than four, but these are the four arms which are depicted in the image that you see behind me, and in many of the imagery associated with the Divine Mother KaliMa. Her upper left arm lofts the sword of non-dual wisdom, ready to remove the impositions of ignorance. Her lower left arm represents, to our view, the stunning spectacle of a severed head, dripping with blood of sacrifice and self-surrender. It symbolizes the destruction of selfish clinging to mundane objects and considerations, and complete offering of the mind and all its hopes, thoughts, and aspirations. The upper right arm is raised in a threatening yet protective manner, hand positioned in Abhaya Mudra, a mystic gesture indicating the Divine Mother's serious warning to negative forces that may attempt to harm her precious spiritual children. Her lower right arm is also poised in a mystic gesture, sporting a Vrada Mudra, signifying the free and gracious offering of all manner of boons and gifts to those who approach her for refuge. As the sword and the severed head are closely interconnected, their symbology will be dealt with later in this chapter. The two arms with their respective mudras will be explored and discussed first. I'll read a little bit more, and this is the four arms of Goddess Kali from the book 24 Aspects of Mother Kali by Babaji Bob Kindler. Questions inevitably arise with regards to the many armed deities filling the ranks of the Hindu pantheon of gods and goddesses. Several diverse meanings apply to each and every divine manifestation according to their character or personality. The general and overall significance of the many-armed stereotype, however, reflects the qualities of pervasiveness, penetration, and potency. With the example of Mother Kali, the four arms indicate that her powers are at work throughout the universe, penetrating every act and deed. All hands do her bidding. All muscles exert to accomplish her comprehensive work. Many other appendages function similarly, for millions of legs carry countless bodies, all containing her subtle awareness to the farthest reaches of her creation. In this regard, she is truly the mother of the universe, the practical and the consummate Vashishta Devetan, first forming and creating the world of name and form out of the materials of nature, Prakriti, and then entering into them as animating consciousness, Shakti Chaitanya. Her four arms, then, are intrinsically connected with the act of self-surrender. For those who meditate upon her with one-pointed devotion, realize her extreme power and potency and offer themselves wholeheartedly. They know her to be the supreme. She fills the void with all types of conscious life forms and creates a universe engaged in divine sport. And this she accomplishes from her characteristically detached attitude. For those who recognize her everywhere, existing in everything, thoughts of personal will and individual existence prove to be phantoms, as illusory as the limited state of mind that enforces them. They are superimpositions over reality, which is always homogeneous and indivisible, perfect and eternal. In the light of this realization, the mind's ideas regarding diversity, including all that troubles the earth and its creatures, become transformed. A sense of integral connection and cohesiveness then pervade all modes of existence. The illumined beings who are cognizant of this truth of unity perceive only one conscious force in the universe and recognize its diverse manifestations as representations of a consummate whole. The ignorant see only a sporadic and unrelated series of coincidences. Now, I'm going to stop there, but you get the idea of how vast and powerful KaliMa is. For she is that force that creates the void in which we all exist, in which beings, life, time can move forward and create a story that will be one eventually in the source. Once we go back to God, once we become part of the one source once more, all of our stories will become one and experience infinite will be had. But KaliMa plays a very important role. She is both creator, preserver, and destroyer. She is all three of the functions that many gods only have one of, or maybe two of. She is the mother, second only to the source. So, when I talk about KaliMa and my connection to her and what she does, I hope that you realize how finite our own conception of the universe is compared to the realization of an infinite being like KaliMa. As a member of the cosmos, I would highly recommend that you look into KaliMa, that you look into the connection between all things, that you look into yourself first and foremost to begin this journey and realize your connection. Without an understanding of everything, at least a little bit, and first and foremost, everything within, then enlightenment in all its stages cannot be had. I encourage you to look to the Divine Mother KaliMa, pray to her, recite her mantra, Om Kring Kalikaye Namaha, Om, to better attune yourself to her energy. And do this in meditation, and call this mantra in meditation even in your mind, not even with your mouth. That works especially well to deepen your relationship to this vast strand that is creation itself. I thank you very much for watching, and if you want to support me on Patreon, I'd greatly appreciate it at www.patreon.com/darkrealist, capital D, capital R. If you give me $1 a month, that's all I ask for. You get extra content. And if you just want to be an even greater patron and donate more, I'd greatly appreciate it. But regardless, spread knowledge like this of the Divine Mother KaliMa. Spread knowledge, even if it's not mine or connected to this video. Help others understand who she is and why her understanding, the realization of her, needs to come back into this world, onto this earth. Thank you very much, and all of you, have a great day.